Hey, hello everyone. So, I want to show you guys how I'm gonna pollinate these Harrisia Martinii. So I have two different plants here. I'm gonna just name this one. This is number one, and this is number two. You can see in the bottom. I put two different plants from two different sources here. This one, I'm not sure which one's which. One of them I got from some friend in Texas, and the other one from this guy, a friend of mine in Chatsworth, California. So, I don't know if these are self-sterile, but I'm treating them as if they are self-sterile. So I pollinated a few other buds. I cross-pollinated them. This with this and this with this, and I'm getting fruit. If it's self-sterile, I mean, I'm still getting fruit, so it's okay. I should do a test. I should bag the flower, shake it around, and see if it sets fruit. If it does, then it's self-fertile, you know? So, but I'm going to treat it like if it's self-sterile. Hold on, let me clean the lens. I'm going to treat it as if it is self-sterile, just to make sure I get fruit in case it is self-sterile. Anyways, so I get any little cup here. I'm going to put it right under, put all the anthers in there, shake it up, collect a little pollen. And I'm going to collect some extra pollen. Let's see, a little goes a long way. I'm going to collect some extra pollen because I want to freeze it. I'll do another video on me freezing pollen. But for now, just show you guys. Okay, that should be enough. So you can see, collect the pollen here. So I got it from number 2 here. And I collected that pollen to pollinate some other, an Acanthocerius and this Peniocerius, which is getting buds, more buds over here. So yeah, so this is number 2. I brought another cup so I could collect pollen from flower number 1, which is this one right here. So it's important that I get flowers, pollen from number 1, because check this out. Number 2 has a new bud that's going to form right there. Another one here. And another one right here. This one's a little bigger. But yeah, so these will bloom, you know, in a few weeks. And it looks like that's it. Right? Yeah, I think that's it. So I was checking out number 1 now. Oh, there's one. Oh no, that's a new arm, a new branch. It's a pup right there. Yeah, I don't see any more buds. I don't see. Oh, right here. Okay, so this one has a bud right here too. So it is important that I freeze both pollens. This is plant number 1. So I'm going to freeze and label the pollen for plant number 2 so I could pollinate that flower whenever it blooms. So plant number 1 only has one more bud. Plant number 2 has, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to have at least 4 more buds. It kind of sucks. They all look like they're not going to open the same day. See, this one's going to open way sooner than whenever this one develops, this bud. Anyways, so yeah, same thing. I'm going to collect pollen from, let's see, Collect pollen from Harrisia Martinii, plant number 1. So the pollen comes out of the anthers. See these little yellow things on top of these? That's where the pollen sacs are, and that's where the pollen is released. See those little yellow things on top of the little strings? Those are the anthers right there. The pollen sacs are right on top. So what you want to do, again, you want to put the cup with all the anthers inside before you shake the flower. You could hold it down here if you have a bigger bowl or something, but this is a tiny little cheap little cup, like a 10 or 12 ounce cup. Anyway, so I'm gonna put it under the bottom of the anthers so all the sacs of pollen are on top. And you could just move them around, but I like to shake them around, get a little crazy. Let's see. Yeah, let's move them around. You can see all the pollen falling down there. Look at this. Now let me use my finger. Okay. So look at that. Look at all the pollen I collected. This is more pollen than I got from the other flower. Yeah, so this is a lot of pollen. So I'm going to use this to pollinate plant number 2. Anyways, I need to figure out, or get my wife to help me pollinate these flowers, so I could do a video. I mean, it's kind of hard to do it with just myself. So I'm going to pollinate just, oh man, I got a lot of pollen. It's alright. You only need a little bit, but yeah, I got a lot of pollen on here. So I'm going to pollinate. So that was pollen from plant number 1, and I'm going to put it in the stigma, which is this guy right here. This is the stigma here. Looks like a little star. See the hole inside, right in the middle? That's where the pollen has to go. So a little goes a long way. You can see all the pollen on this. Let me see if I could focus a little better. Not really focusing that good. There. So the tip, you see it's full of pollen. So I'm gonna put this right on there. Brush it on. What I like to do is hold it with, I like to hold it with one hand, like this, like with some fingers, and then brush it really well. It's kind of hard. I can't really do it with one hand because I'm recording. Sorry for all the movement. Let's see if I could do it like this. So the camera's gonna move because I'm holding it with the same hand I'm brushing with. So yeah, this is what I like to do. So get it good. It's you see the stigma. It's full of pollen, and I know pollen got in there. I like to move it around because the point of the pollen is you want it to head down this pistil all the way down the ovary of the flower. And if it's pollinated, you'll get fruit like these over here. Anyways, now I'll go ahead and do the other flower. Just plant 1. So I need pollen from plant number 2. Okay, so I got pollen here from plant number 2. Same deal here. Sometimes the stigma won't be open. It'll be closed, and what you have to do is kind of you know, try to push it down or force it open, because you really want pollen inside right that hole, right in the middle of the stigma. So I'm gonna move around a lot, but let's see. Yeah, like I said, I like to hold the stigma. Then brush the pollen on there. See? Sorry, all the moving around. I really need like my wife to help me record. But yeah, so I went ahead and pollinated that. So just like the other ones, I had what is it? The three I pollinated previously, I had 100% success rate. This one right here opened yesterday. I didn't make a video. I was leaving to work this morning and I saw that it opened, and I didn't have any other pollen to pollinate it with, so I used some cereus pollen to see if you know, like a cereus plant like that. So yeah, we'll see in the okay, so yeah, we'll see in a few weeks, like probably like 2-3 weeks, to see if it's set fruit. If this sets fruit, if it's gonna set fruit, this will stay green, and the rest of the flower, the whole stem and the flower would dry up, just like this. See, this was an old flower, and then this starts growing. See how it's growing? It's pretty good size in compared to this little one here, the base here. So this will keep growing till it gets the size of that the fruit is. This fruit is pretty small. It'll get like this size maybe, and once it gets to the right size, it'll start changing color. It'll be like a pinkish, reddish pink, and then that's when you know you could pick it. Anyways, yeah, not such a short video, but yeah, I was trying to make it short, but anyways, cheers guys, happy growing.